Hello. Welcome everybody. Just gonna take a second and set everything up. Market is taking a dump on me and a lot of other people today, and that's something that I want to talk about. So we're gonna talk about it, I guess. That's why we made the live. I think we need to, at this point, we need to like rant. And that's kind of what we're gonna talk about. What's up, everybody? It's gonna take a second. Hello. I think we already have people in the live stream, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What's up, everyone? I'm gonna take a second to get everybody in, but today was a tough day. Man, I really never thought I was gonna see NEO at this price. And here we are, NEO at $37. How are you guys doing today? How was your portfolio? I hope things are looking better than my portfolio. And for those of you who saw my video from earlier today, man, the market was just brutal. At least there's a few things we can be excited about, and one of them is this beautiful chair that I have that I can relax in and kind of hang out. Hello, what's up, guys? Tough week, and it's not over yet. I do agree with you. This is an absolute disaster of a week, and this is, unfortunately, where the market is at right now. I don't even know. I could go over, fundamentals, but at this point, we're just throwing fundamentals in the trash. So we're going to trash talk. We're going to see where there may be some opportunity. I did make some day trades today that I shared in the video that I posted earlier. And I don't know, we made like $200 maybe on the trades that I made today, which was nothing compared to the losses that we suffered today. But I think there's opportunity, and I think buying the dip, you guys need to consider, and I need to consider and learn that we need to continuously keep buying the dip, which means we need to hold on to cash, which is we need some positive energy. Yeah, you're right. We do need some positive energy, which is why I'm here. I'm here with you guys to walk you guys through this trashy, disturbing week, and hopefully, we can keep the positive vibes going. We can keep the positive energy going. Hit that like button, guys. While we're at it, while we're talking about positive energy, hit that like button, because if I show you guys if I show you guys what I'm about to show you guys next, I think you guys are not gonna hit that like button. But look at this. Tesla is at it's in a critical place, guys. I mean, 630 is not a good place for Tesla to be. We're actually worried, I'm actually worried that Tesla may drop into the 500s at this point. And I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. But this is way below the 650 support line that we had drawn a couple of weeks ago. Now, I mean, man, this is just painful. I have $18,500 in Tesla. I originally invested, how much did I invest in Tesla? I originally invested like, I don't know, $21,000. So I'm down like almost $3,000 in Tesla right now. At this point, I think holding is better than trading. Trading is very difficult. I can't post any trades that are to my members, and it's just getting more and more difficult, guys. Like trading, it's either you get in and then you quickly get out, or if you hang out for too long, you're gonna lose. And I'm gonna show you. I mean, if you guys want to see, I made like 6 trades today. One of them I hung out for too long. And I ended up losing money, and the other 5 we barely made it through. Like when I say barely, I'm talking we made like $50 per trade, if that. So it was brutal, it was painful, but we're here, we're gonna talk about it, and that's what we want to see. Any ticker symbols you guys want to look at? I mean, we look at them just for shits at this point, honestly. I don't think there's anything I can tell you guys that'll make sense based on catalysts, based on news, based on anything. There's nothing at this point that makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is You know, they're going to pump in more money into the economy if needed. 10-year treasuries are high. Inflation is a real worry. Uh, and those are the kind of things that we have to look. And March historically has been a bad month. So we have all this bad stuff racking up, just racking up. And it's crazy. And it's something that, we're going to have to kind of deal with, which, I mean, we're going to deal with it. I'm dealing with it clearly. Uh, but we are going to have to, well, not unfortunately, let's just say we are going to have to strategically keep buying the dip. My my Robinhood was hacked. Sold my stocks, then opened cash management. Bought Uduku shop. Getting help was so hard. Any advice? Wow. It's funny that you say that because I actually saw another YouTuber literally blow up a couple of $100,000 and said that their Robinhood account was hacked as well. I'm pretty sure if your Robinhood account was hacked, you should be able to resolve whatever issue you had, and if you can prove that it was hacked, you should be able to reinstate your account with your funding. That's what I would think, and I would guess. And I would also tell you, please turn on your two-factor authentication. At this point, I mean, you have to have two-factor authentication on all and any of your accounts, right? So anytime someone tries to hack into your account, you get an alert, whichever way your second authentication is solved. Got 500 in buying power. I'm putting 250 in both NEO and PLTR. I actually think I'm a big fan of PLTR over here. I can't give advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do think I think PLTR is interesting. That's all I'm going to say. NEO, I can't imagine NEO at this price. Below 40 bucks is a steal. I like NEO. I think they have a lot of catalysts coming in 2021. So that's something that we're going to look forward to as well. Market seems ready to dip more. Yes, I do agree. Market does look like it's going to dip more. But then again, who knows, right? Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? We are seeing the Qs. Well, actually, I take that back. We're not seeing the Qs pick up strength. In fact, let's look at the Qs to give you guys an idea as to what the hell's going on with tech, because tech is dying. I mean, it's at 312, guys. Come on, and it's down 2%, almost 2% just today. That is absolute insanity. I mean, they're not holding. They were holding. I want to say that they were holding. They're not holding anymore. So tech is weak. Industrials are getting weaker. Like I was a big fan of ExxonMobil because I thought that industrials are really where it's at, and that industrials are, getting stronger. But I mean, industrials are not getting stronger. In fact, if anything, look at that. ExxonMobil is at $56. We are losing $600 in ExxonMobil. Let's see if we made plenty of money in ExxonMobil, so we're not gonna bitch over $600. We made a lot of money in ExxonMobil, but I mean, still we're still down $600. And that's kind of it's kind of where we're at. So we're not. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I bought PLTR and Apple Leap Calls. I will tell you what. PLTR and Apple Leap Calls are. I'm not an advisor once again, but I think those are good. I think you'll be good. I think you will do just fine with your PLTR and Apple Leap Calls. I think, if things pan out the way they are working right now, I think now's a good time to get into some leaps. Make some money, guys. That's what we're looking at. Guys, hit that like button real quick and support this YouTube channel. Hit that like button. How many likes do we have? Let's see. I can't see when I stream. I can't see how many likes we have. So that's like a weird thing. So I can't really, I don't know when to say hit the like button because I just don't know what is going on with the likes. Anyways, ExxonMobil losing 600. It's not a big deal at this point. They're all leaps. I do think that oil is going to come back. I think oil is going to go to 80 bucks this year. That is my personal opinion. So take it with a grain of salt. But I do think oil is going to outperform this year. So I'm hanging on to ExxonMobil. I think it's going to be pretty cool. And I think we're going to make some money in that. What else? What's a strategy to get $1 million now? The strategy is to get in and out of trades every single day until the market recovers. Once the market recovers, I anticipate our growth stocks to grow significantly, and this portfolio should be worth over 200,000 as is. And then once we hit that 202 or $250,000 mark, that is when this portfolio is going to start to get options heavy. So we're gonna start moving into options. We're also gonna try to get some more growth stocks within the portfolio. So that is my strategy as of right now. As of right now, the only strategy is maintain all the stocks that I have in the companies that I have them. I added a little more money to the portfolio so that I could, like, grow it as the market dips. I will tell you this now, even though I have this much money invested in the portfolio, I am currently sitting at about 85% cash. So we are still cash heavy. So take that the way you do, okay? Although, I mean, we have about, I don't know, $150,000 invested into this portfolio, I am about 85% liquid right now. So I could throw all that money into this portfolio, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't think it's the right time. But cash is king. Hang on to your cash, whatever that means. GME last week mentioned to short it. Yep, was a good trade. I think you need to short also to make money. I agree with you. I am gonna start shorting to make a little bit of money. I did short. What did I short yesterday? It was a day trade. I don't think I shared it with you guys over here, but I did end up shorting. I want to say I shorted Apple. And I made, a little bit of cash, but nothing to be proud of at this point. At this point, I'm just looking, observing, investing, putting some money into the market. Also, what I'm doing is I am bringing my cost average on some of the stocks that I like to a little lower number. I am also concerned now about the Apple leap calls that I have, because I'm in them for so much money. I'm losing 10 grand in those Apple leap calls. I need to bring that cost average down significantly if I'm gonna break even or make money on those calls. So that's something that I'm looking into right now. The decay is just gonna be crazy if I sit on those beyond May. So I do want to get out of those calls as soon as possible. I'm just hoping that the market picks up and I am actually able to get out of those options safely very soon. Hold on, let's see what's going on. We got some notifications. Oh, it's a junk call. Anyways, so that's kind of what the strategy is. It's just wait, hold, see. We are gonna get options heavy in the portfolio beyond $250,000. That's really where I think the big money is gonna be, and that is where we're gonna make it or break it, right? That's really the reality of making money quickly. And I think we have some good option strategies lined up. We just need to get out of some of these growth stocks. Also, one more strategy that I have that may be a little safer and more fun for everybody to watch is SPACs. So I am enjoying investing in SPACs right now. GSAH, VGAC, RAAC, IPOF. So we do have a couple of SPACs that I'm looking at that I think have absolutely bottomed out. These have, I would say they have interesting upside to them. So we are going to invest in SPACs. We're going to invest heavily in SPACs. GHVI as well, Matador. We're going to invest in them, and I think we're going to have to, I think SPACs are going to be an important and critical part of this portfolio in order to get it up to that $1 million. And I think that's something that across the board, I think you guys will agree with that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think SPACs right now, especially the SPACs that are sitting at between $10 to $12 are a good play or not? I'm interested in hearing what your opinions are. I think they are. I mean, I think there's very limited. I would be surprised if I saw SPACs go below $10, because that would defeat the entire purpose of setting up a SPAC, right? Part of investing in a SPAC is that that your downside is up to $10 or 9, 7, whatever it is, and that would kind of be it would be painful if you started seeing SPACs below that price point. So I know that we have a couple of SPACs. I'm heavily invested in GSAH. That's the Goldman Sachs SPAC. And the reason I'm heavily invested in it is I do think that there is a catalyst coming to for that very soon. So I'm going to continue to hold it. And VGAC, which is the Virgin, which is Sir Richard Branson's SPAC, right? So those are two SPACs that I think are good to consider. Now, uh, I've lost 3K trading in Tesla last week. Yeah. So just hold. Like I'm losing in Tesla right now, but I'm holding. I'm not trading. I'm actually adding. So let me show you my Tesla so you guys can see what I'm doing in order to mitigate a little bit. So I'm gonna go down here and just show you guys what is going on. So every day what I do is look, if you guys notice, buy, right? That's a call, forget the call. Buy, then I bought some more, then I bought some more, then I bought some more, then I bought here, sold here, bought here. Oh, that's a Tesla call that I have for next week. Man, this is gonna be painful. If Tesla does not work out for me, I'm gonna be out of the hole for $1,200. So I did buy a Tesla call option yesterday, anticipating a green day today. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, it was not a green day. But I did buy a Tesla call option, and I thought I did fairly well. Now we're thinking that the market could drop, which means I need to get out of this call option ASAP. Most probably tomorrow when market opens. Hopefully, if there is if Tesla shoots up in price just for market open, I'm gonna get rid of this call tomorrow because I am losing a lot of money. Another market buy here at 658. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is $658. So my point is that I keep scaling into Tesla, and I keep buying, right? So every time there's a dip, I continuously keep buying. Same with CCIV, same with NEO, same, it's the same with everything else. Rogers, it's a trader's market for a few months. Should I start selling on 25% profits on any stock, then buy back when it drops? So I do think that if you're making money, or if you were making money on Monday, it would have been a great idea to sell because Tuesday looked like it was gonna be like pretty heavily green. Wednesday looked like it was, Tuesday looked like it was gonna be red. Wednesday did look like it was gonna be green. So I'll be honest, like today, when markets opened, I thought for a second that they were going up. I mean, it wasn't like there was crazy movement, but like the Dow Jones was up, Nasdaq was like, volume was a little lower than past few days. So I did think that today could be the day when we see that reversal. Obviously I was wrong. So that's why what I think you should do is you should just like keep buying, keep enough cash. Like I said earlier, I'm sitting on about 85% cash, guys, like 85% cash. So I mean, whatever's invested in Robinhood, I have like, that's very little. So I do plan on investing more in the stock market, and I have other like I have other accounts, obviously, that have a lot of investments in them. But those are just, they're different. You know what I mean? They're not like, we're not looking to go from, 50,000 to 1 million in 2021, which is what we're trying to do over here. We're just getting stuck because March has been a tough month, but we are going to get through it together. Any other ticker symbols that you guys think are good for me to look at? Let's take a look at any ticker symbols that you guys think. Around 11 is good price for SPACs. Yes, I do agree. So I said this earlier. I'm going to say this again. I think investing in SPACs right now is one of those opportunities. And I say that opportunities because once it goes away, it's gone. Like I don't see SPACs hitting $10 low once the market picks up. Everything is gonna be at 12, 13, and that's like a 20%, 30%, 40% increase in price, right? So if you're buying it at 10, getting out of it at 15, guess what? That's 50% in gains, and like it's like crazy because you and I both know that the residual value on a SPAC is $10, right? And if it's $10, it's a great time to buy. I think it's time to go shopping. Hey, let's go STKS. Let's take a look at it. STKS. I don't know if they're available. One group. Okay. Let's take a look at STKS and see. They're at $8. Okay. Are they? They're not a SPAC, obviously. Yeah. So $4, moving up to 8, and then cooling down. So are they in the restaurant business? Oh, look at that candle. And it's funny because it bottomed out right here. So as soon as it bottomed out, that's when you see the buy candles move in and then bottomed back out. But it's pretty cool. So this looks like it was like algo triggered almost to move up, which is interesting. Which is interesting. I know there's no options on Robinhood, so that's something we are going to have to look at, I guess. AMC is a good call for future, right? I think so. I actually think that AMC is in the buy right now. So I actually thought that AMC was a good stock to buy, and I called this out way before all this like GameStop AMC stuff happened. I thought AMC was a great buy sometime around 7.50, so $7.50. Now it's trailing really close to that. I think it's good. I think AMC below $10 is really good. I think it, does it have room to move? Yes. Are we worried that it may go the other way? Yes. Are you looking to buy calls? That would be risky, but yes. And that's kind of what I'm looking at with AMC. Now, GME and GameStop, I wouldn't personally touch GameStop. I would still touch AMC. I wouldn't be too afraid of AMC just yet. GameStop, I would not touch just because I don't understand. And after the, they just have so many different things moving right now that I don't think GameStop is really where I want to park this much money, right? AMC is still okay. GameStop, not so great. So let's talk about Nokia, by the way. Lots of things happening with Nokia. We have 392, which I think is a great place to buy because my buy point for Nokia, my buy, like strong buy, like Hamza says, buy Nokia was at 385. We're at 392. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till Friday. See if we can't get it at 385. If we can, I am gonna be buying 1,000 leap calls of Nokia this Friday. If I can get it for 385, I'm gonna be buying 1,000 calls in Nokia this Friday. So I'm just letting you guys know in advance. I know that sounds really crazy, and it could be like extremely high risk. But if Nokia falls to 385, I'm going to, well, I may not buy 1,000, maybe 500 and then another 500, but I'm gonna buy a huge quantity of Nokia calls if it drops to 385 because they are absolutely cheap. Let me show you what the calls are priced out at so that you guys get an idea of how cheap these calls are. Okay, so let's just say we go to January of 2022 and I want to buy in the money calls. Well, not really in the money calls. I want to buy the $4 calls, which are at 468, right? And then I click continue, and then let's say I buy 100, right? 100 calls are okay, so I may not buy 500 calls. I take that back. I thought they were a little cheaper than this. Let me see how much 500 calls are. $34,000. Okay, so maybe not 500. I will buy 200 calls though for sure. Okay, so if Nokia goes back to 385, I want to buy 200 calls, and then I will buy another 200 calls on Nokia. That's my game plan. Right? That is absolutely the game plan. That's what we want to do. Okay, what else we got? So I'm going to keep it on Tesla so that we can take a look at what Tesla's doing. Workhorse. Okay, let's take a look at Workhorse. I actually don't like Workhorse that much, but let's take a look at it. Did they have a move? Did they have a catalyst? What's going on with them? Ooh, $13. Wow, that is cheap. That is like super cheap. Come in. Okay, hold on guys, just one sec. I have somebody at the door and I need to go check what's going on. Keep those, best thing to do if you're tech heavy. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna give you guys an option for that as well. Yeah, so if you're tech heavy right now, man, like me, you're probably seeing significant losses in your portfolio just like me. GNUS was actually a part of this portfolio, believe it or not. So let's take a look at it. Ooh, it's looking good. It's looking great actually. So yes, GNUS used to be a part of this portfolio. We bought it at 182. Sold it at 184. Obviously we sold out very quickly because it's hovering at 279 right now. So we did have it briefly in this high growth portfolio. I wish we had held it for a little longer, but hey, it is what it is. When would you consider buying some PLTR calls? I actually bought PLTR calls yesterday, and I'm losing a lot of money in those. So I may cost average my bases today. I did not cost average my bases today. I may consider cost averaging my bases tomorrow. So you know, this week, I'm gonna be buying PLTR calls this week, and they're gonna be staged calls. So I'm gonna buy calls that expire in 2 weeks. I'm gonna buy calls that expire in 4 weeks. I'm gonna buy calls that expire in maybe 8 weeks. You know, and I'm gonna stagger it that way. I'm not gonna buy all one type of call, because all of them are gonna make money. You know, if it goes up, which hopefully it does, I think we're gonna make money on all fronts. So we should be pretty cool. I want to say Therapeutics MD was a part of this portfolio as well at some point. Look at that buy rating right there. Wow. That's hot. Okay. So Therapeutics MD was not a part of this portfolio, or never a part of this portfolio. However, that's going to change, because I think the buy point is looking very tempting. Hold on. Let's take a look at what their max was. This Feb 9th was when everything was on fire. So if you want to make an easy, what is this, 100%? It's roughly around 100%. If you want to make 100%, not easy. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just a guy on YouTube. So just, you know, take everything with a grain of salt. But it does seem like, let's take a look at the 1 year. It does seem like there may be some room for extreme growth for this portfolio. Who put it out there? Kindness, is there any catalyst that we should be aware of? Because if there is, I would be interested in knowing what that catalyst is for this company. CCIV hovering at $22. We own it for $26. So, you know, we're not too far off. We're off, but we're not too far off. We're okay. We're going to hold on to it. We're going to hold on to the calls, because I do believe we should be okay holding on to them. Okay. What else do you want to look at? Let's take a look at NNDM. Hey Yusuf, what's up, bud? Oh, my kids just got home from school, and did you guys go shopping? That's nice. Oh,
I got 6 shirts, and I got the 5th one for free.
That's nice. So you bought 5 and you got 1 free?
They drained our bank accounts.
They drained my bank accounts. We're poor, just like we are on the portfolio. It's a good thing my wife hasn't seen my portfolio, and she doesn't look at it. She doesn't get involved at it. Otherwise, I think that would be grounds for things that we don't want to talk about right now. Anyways, okay, so NNDM is looking interesting right now at $8.32. You know, it kind of is what it is. Let's take a look at Hylon as well. What am I missing here? Here you go. I think this was also a part of the portfolio at some point. Let me take a look here. Yes. So this was a part of the portfolio. We entered it October of last year at $23 and change. And thank God we got out of it. Look at this. We entered it at $23.97, and then we exited it 3 days later at $24.06. It's currently sitting at $11.30. That's almost 100%, guys. That's literally almost 100% in gains. I wish I could buy 5 Tesla stock and get 1 free. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You know it doesn't work that way. We have to work hard so that our kids get stuff for free, right? Let's take a look at ZS. ZS was never a part of this portfolio. Looks pretty flat line. Any catalysts here that we should be aware of? I am not familiar with this company. I'm just looking at the ticker symbol based on your suggestion. Let's take a look here. Let's expand and see. Oh, wow. Look at this huge dip right here. This was yesterday, it seems like. Let's look at the 3-month. I don't have extended hour detail, but it did seem like the RSI was below 50 on March 8th, and that's kind of where you would want it to roll, right? So hold on, let's take a look at March 8th. Let's go back here and see if we can't figure out where that was on the 1 month, right? March 8th. So this is exactly where it was before it had that massive run up. It was at 167. Now it's currently at 175. Is this the company? Is this the company that somebody brought to our attention a few days ago on the live, where it was worth like, or according to like, fundamentals, it was worth like $400 or something, and it's only sitting at 175. I think it was the same company. Let's take a look at Rolls-Royce. 151. Rolls-Royce flatlining. Rolls-Royce feels like it's a SNDL type product for me, which means it's one of those things where you can get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out multiple times in order to make money on it sideways. It just seems like you could do something like that. I do that a lot with SNDL almost every day. SNDL trades between $1.20 to $1.22 every single day, and I feel like Rolls-Royce looks very similar. Actually, let's look at SNDL while we're talking about this, so I can show you guys what that looks like. So, wow, look at this. SNDL is at $1.13. It is screaming buy. But like, see, my point is, if you look at this, March 23, right? Here, I'll show you the whole thing. March 23, was that yesterday? I believe that was yesterday. Yeah, so March 23, you get in at $1.20, and then you get out at $1.22, and you can continuously do this with SNDL. I feel like you can. It just feels like it bottoms and it tops and it bottoms again and it tops again. So it's things like this that I think are easy to make money moving sideways. RYCEY is such a good company though. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, it is a good company. I mean, I don't have I don't trade it. I don't have anything against it. I just, I don't know. It could be because of COVID and because they're in manufacturing that they've been affected, as a result of shortages in material or supplies or whatever it is. Because this was like a $15 stock a couple of years ago. So it does seem to have dropped quite a bit during COVID, and then has continued to drop since then. So I think it's probably just because there's not enough materials or chips or whatever. GHVI, I actually like GHVI. GHVI is one of my is a favorite. I do think it is going to make us some money in this portfolio. So GHVI, this is what it's looking like. I own GHVI at $20. I am going to be cost averaging my way down, probably to $15. I don't think I'll be able to get it at $13.80, but I will be able to get closer to $15. Where I'm okay with that. I'm okay with getting to on GHVI at $15. What's up, Noonie? You're looking good. You're looking sharp. Yeah, come on. Is that your new tracksuit? It looks nice. I like it. All right. PERI. Let's take. Oh, wow. What happened here? What happened here? Okay, let's take a look at. All right. I don't know what happened. Something happened. I don't know what it was, but something happened. Okay. So let's take a look at the 1 week. Let's take a look at, 1 week, honestly, you really can't tell anything. March 2nd. All right. March 2nd was when this stock moved quite a bit actually, and then moved back down. So Feb 3rd, and then March 2nd, and then we're moving downwards. Seems like it's trending downwards. I don't know anything about this company. Hold on, let me take a look. It doesn't seem like it was founded too long ago. Advertising solutions, okay. Innovative platforms. I don't know much about it, but we can definitely do some more due diligence on that. DLP. So a lot of people making money on Dolphin Entertainment today and yesterday, and I think if you guys ended up making good money on Dolphin, I think it was time to let go today probably. That's what I think on Dolphin. I don't know what tomorrow or the rest of this week is going to look like for that company, but I do know that it was time to get out today if you did. So GNOG was actually a part of this portfolio, and we bought in at 18.25, sold it at 18.59, and currently it is sitting at $14.07. So I do believe in the company, by the way. I think it's a great company. I think they're in the right space that's going to grow. It could be a part of this portfolio again. It possibly could. I do think that there is growth potential in the space. I like the space. I like the company. And something you guys probably didn't know about the company right here, I'm going to share this with you. And I didn't know until recently, is that it is based out of Houston, Texas. So I may be a little biased when I say I like the company. That is only because I'm also from Houston, Texas. So, we're both based out of Houston, Texas. And I am going to be looking into buying some shares on Golden Nugget for sure. For sure. Just to support Houston, I am going to be looking into that. We did cover Apex Technology, I believe we did. Is it a SPAC? Is APXT a SPAC? Let's take a look. It is a SPAC. Let's take a look. So this is exactly what we were talking about just today. This has very limited downside. It is a SPAC. It's sitting at $11.54. Let me see if we ever traded this in our portfolio. We did not, and that means we do need to get into Apex, because since it is a SPAC, I do think that there's very limited downside on this, and the upside potential may be huge. So we will be trading it, going forward. So definitely something I'm interested in looking at for sure. I'm interested in all SPACs right now, honestly. Any SPAC that is, either going to get, has any catalysts around it, let's just say it that way, rather than IPOing. I think all SPACs it's a good time for SPACs, to get into SPACs. I think so. I personally think, that's my personal opinion. I don't like that Bitcoin is tracking the market as well. Dr. K, that is something that I actually don't understand, because the whole point of having Bitcoin is that it shouldn't be tracking the market. If anything, it should have an inverse effect with the market. So as the Feds worry about inflation, Bitcoin should actually be going up, because more people should be moving their money into Bitcoin, because we have fear of inflation. There's a lot of uncertainty, the US dollar. So I don't know why Bitcoin is tracking the market. The whole point that I thought when I invested in Bitcoin a few years ago, when I started investing in Bitcoin a few years ago, was that that if there was ever a recession, like a dollar-based recession, Bitcoin would be, excluded from that. Bitcoin would kind of be safe, but that is not the reality. I think Bitcoin is still very young, so it does move with that based on the market. So that's kind of what I think. Atlas Crust Investment. This is also $10. This is also a SPAC, guys. These are all good buys. Make note of all of these, because all of these are going to go up. Actually, let's take a look at that again. Atlas. Here you go. Let's take a look at that one more time, just because I want to see. Let's take a look at the one. Actually, let's take a look at the 3-month here. At its high, $17.14. So that's a 70% increase from where it's at, right? This is a 70% let me just say that again, 70% upside potential, right? I'm not saying that it's going to go up 70%. I'm just saying that the potential, and where's the downside? There is no downside risk. The downside risk is so little. It is literally like nothing, right? So it's something that we are going to have to look at. It's undeniably, I would say now is probably the best time to jump into SPACs. And that is with the limited knowledge, of course, that I have of them. So do your own due diligence. Make sure that you are, buying into SPACs that you truly believe in and that you would be willing to hold long term. Because 70%, that's like options trading. But you have the stock, you have it for, for however long you need it. And once it IPOs, This could be a $40, $50, maybe even, wow, that looks nice. Maybe even like $100 stock. I don't know. So based off of that, that's my strategy. You know, I'm really thinking that SPACs are right now in the prime once again, or anything that was a SPAC that's really low. Like I think CCIV used to be a SPAC, right? But now it's sitting at $22. I believe Open Door was also a SPAC, and it's sitting at like $20 or something. You know, PLTR. I don't know if PLTR was a SPAC. Let me see PLTR and see. I can't remember if PLTR was a SPAC because I actually entered PLTR very late in the game. Yeah, so PLTR was a SPAC as well, and it's currently sitting at $21. That's great. Like, you know, so I feel like downside is limited, upside potential is huge. And for that reason, I think SPACs are really good to look at, you know, and that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna keep today's live sweet and short. We did lose money in the market. There was a lot of blood out there, but don't worry, we're gonna be back for more tomorrow. Cash is king. Hold on to your cash for as much as you can. And watch out for my alerts, because tomorrow I may actually put out some alerts on stocks that I'm buying. So for those of you who are members, I will be posting alerts. I did not post any alerts today because I had a couple of meetings and I didn't want to get into trades and see them all the way through. So the only time I post alerts is when I'm sitting in front of my computer from bell to bell, because I want to make sure that I get in, post an alert, and then get out, post an alert for you guys as well. And sometimes I just can't do that, so I can't post alerts. So today, no alerts. Tomorrow, there's going to be a ton of alerts. So for those of you who are members, watch out for those. We are going to be making some money moves. I do think the dip is real. I think the market is going to continue to dip for at least this week. Qs are weak. Sentiment is weak. Fundamentals are in the trash right now. So when we buy stocks, we are buying solely on a pro forma basis. That means these are companies that we like, and companies that we believe in, and companies that we know are going to perform in the next couple of years, right? Now we could get out earlier. Like, you know, I showed you a lot of ticker symbols that we did get out earlier than we anticipated, but the goal here is to build a portfolio that is going to outgrow us and get us to $1 million by the end of this year. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, and we're going to do everything we can. Now, these portfolios, guys, you have to realize that we can't go buying stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, because those are not the companies that are going to give us that aggressive growth, right? We're going to have to look at small cap, aggressively growing companies plus SPACs, which is why when the downside comes, we get hit a little more, or I get hit a little more than the rest of the market, but that's a risk that I'm willing to take. But the only way to mitigate that is to make sure that you are actually investing in companies that you believe in. And that's kind of what I do. I invest in companies that I truly believe in. That's why, don't worry, I wear this smile every single day, whether I am winning or losing. And that's the attitude that everybody who wants to grow needs to have. You need to understand that there is higher risk, but we are investing in beautiful, amazing growing companies, and these companies are going to grow. March historically has been a bad month for trading, so we do not need to panic. We do not need to worry just yet. Unless we have short-term options, then we need to worry, then we need to panic, of course. But if you have long-term options and you have a growth strategy with growth stocks, aggressively growing stocks plus SPACs in it, you should be just fine, just like me. So until we don't sell, we are going to be in this together, and we're going to get there together. SNDL, we did already go into we did go into SNDL today. It is trading a little lower than we like. We may actually get into it tomorrow. So for those of you who are members, I will be alerting you guys of any buys, and that's because I'm going to be in front of my computer from open to close. I may actually even do a pre-market video, and we may open together. I actually liked buying stocks pre-market, stocks when the market opened the other day with you guys, so that you guys could see which stocks I'm buying when the market opened. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't thought that through, but I will be in front of my computer from bell to bell. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe. Cash is king. Invest